Welcome back to Care of the Common Game. Today, in deck number 760, we're going to talk about Kalain, Reclusive Painter. That's pretty rakdos, I guess. A red and a black. It's just a 1/2 human elf bard. When Kalain enters the battlefield, create a treasure. Other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on them for each mana from a treasure spent to cast them. So this is the treasure deck. And I got to searching for cards treasure wise. And I'm going to say the last 4 or 5 sets, they've seeded this deck. It's like they built the deck and dispersed the cards amongst the last 4 or 5 sets. It was fairly easy. Now, this is not going to be a high power level deck because the treasure takes up a good portion of the deck. I have them divided into 2 categories, making treasure and using treasure. So let's start with the making treasure first. We have Strike It Rich from MH2. You know, it makes a treasure and then flashes back to make another one. So you get, for 4 mana and 1 card, you get 2 treasure. Forsworn Paladin. You can. This one is kind of unique. You can make and use, so that's neat. A Spiked Pit Trap. Now, only half the time are we going to get a treasure out of this. Sudden Breakthrough. That's right, Strixhaven. +2 first strike, and you get a treasure. Now, this is an instant, so y'all know I'm probably going to play this on during a combat I'm not involved in, because I love to do that. Gold Vein Pick. Combat damage, make a treasure. Vault Robber. Magda Brazen Outlaw. You'd be I was surprised as to exactly how many dwarves are. I mean, it's not a whole bunch, but it's more than just Magda, right? Direfleet Hoarder. Deadly Dispute. Horde Robber. Thieves' Tools. Treasure Chest. This is using a lot of cards from the new set, by the way. But like Storm-Killed Artist, whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery, create a treasure. That's pretty good. Seize the Spoils. Gadarak the Crown Scourge. I mean, Gadarak's, this is, for each non-token creature that died this turn. We got a lot of removals, so this is not bad. Skullport Merchant. Improvised Weaponry. Plundering Barbarian. Zorn is a good one. I love, if you'd create 1 or more treasures, +1. Pitiless Plunderer. That's an uncommon that has gotten really expensive. But another creature you control dies, you get a treasure. So it's going to trigger off things like, your Fleshbag Marauder, which is going to do, you get the idea. Brazen Freebooter. Pirate's Pillage. Grim Bounty. Hoarding Ogre. Unexpected Windfall. Is it worth the 2 extra mana to get 2 treasure tokens? In this deck, probably. Rapacious Dragon. Contract Killing. Herald of Hadar. Here again, we're only getting treasures, 5% of the time? But, it's not bad, right? And Reckless Endeavor. 2d12. Choose one result. Now, this is a biggie. Deals damage equal to the result to each creature, so I'm probably want to choose the littlest, and then create a number of treasure tokens equal to the other. I want to choose the biggest, because now we're going to look at how to use treasure. In addition to just playing those creatures and getting extra 1/1 counters on them, we have Devour Intellect. I like this if mana from a treasure was spent. That's kind of neat. Hexed Hireblade. What about the Gilded Assault Cart? I didn't know this card was from was in Kaldheim because I mean, no decks ever really called for it till I was looking through the Kaldheim binder, and I was like, whoa, okay. Goldspan Dragon, had this from Kaldheim. This was just chilling in the Kaldheim binder. I didn't realize the. I guess this has got there. Jaded Sellsword, and then our alternate win con, the Revel in Riches. If we get 10 treasures, which in this particular deck shouldn't be hard, right? Because we're getting treasures for creatures dying, our creatures dying. But let's look at some of the other things here. Nader's Nightblade. These treasures are tokens. Leaves the battlefield. Everybody loses one, you gain one. Because they're tokens. Disciple of the Vault. They're also artifacts. You know, the tokens hit the graveyard briefly and then evaporate. So, triggers that. Marionette Master. Whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses. So anytime, obviously, when we fabricate this, I'm putting 3 1/1 counters. So to do that 4, every time I sack a treasure, 4 damage, 4 damage. Well, I'm sorry, 4 life loss. Harvester of Souls, another non-token creature dies. You get to draw a card. Whoa, yeah, okay. Which leads us right into the Deathbringer Thoctor. With things a-dying the way they're going to, man, this is it's going to get pretty big. A little bit of ramp, not a lot. You know, Wayfarer's Bauble, Guardian Idol, Felwar Stone, Rakdos Signet, Rakdos Keyrune, and Rakdos Cluestone. Card draw and Thrill of Possibility, Ambition's Cost, and Read the Bones. Now removal, as if, you know, we needed any more in addition to what we've already got. The Flesh Bag and the Plague Crafter are just beautiful cards because they kill themselves. They have the option of killing themselves, obviously, but that triggers the stuff that we want to do. We have Innocent Blood, Tragic Slip, Terror, Murder, Ravenous Chupa-Thingy, Necrotol. Now, Vonus Hunger is an amazing thing because with us making treasures the way we are, there's a pretty good chance we're going to have the city's blessing, right? Feed the Swarm. Not running green or white, so I pretty much need the Feed the Swarm. Rakdos Charm. In my mind, this kind of takes up a removal slot because it removes a graveyard, removes an artifact, or it can remove a player if they're doing the hardcore token thing, right? And then Shattering Pulse, which is going to bring us to our non-basic lands. So we have Dragon Skull Summit, Canyon Slaw, Shadowblood Ridge, Smoldering Marsh, Urborg Volcano, Sulphurous Mire, Drossforge Bridge, the Command Tower, Terramorphic Expanse and Evolving Wilds, Alchem Refuge, Rakdos Carnarum, Rocky Tar Pit, yeah, that's right, Cinder Barrens, Bloodfell Caves, and the Rakdos Guildgate. Was there no Rogue's Passage in there? I don't remember seeing one. Huh. That's different. Of course, it's not really a get a creature through in combat kind of deck, you know. It's more, they're all going to be big because of the love that full treasure token. The Focus doesn't like it, but I do. So, that is deck number 760. We're going to complete another row here. And that is what we have got for today. I do appreciate y'all watching. And if you haven't already subscribed, do so. I appreciate it very much. But right now, we're going to go ahead and shuffle and cut.